Hi Flosstube! This is Marty, Triple M Stitching. I use that name here on YouTube and on Instagram. It is, let me check the date, Thursday, October 14th. And I am here with an update on my works in progress and some fun stash acquisitions and stitchy kindness that I'd like to share with you. I am so grateful for everyone's kind messages again and comments and everyone who took the time to spend some of their stitchy time with me on my channel. This is the second time I've recorded this video. Yeah, some major technical difficulties happened the first time. Don't know what. But we're back and we're going again and I'm excited. The first video I did the drawing for my giveaway from the last video, which is for the Heart and Hand Chart Autumn Doodles. It does not come with the buttons. I use those. But the winner for that is Valerie Rains. So Valerie, you can message me on Instagram if you have Instagram. I am Triple M Stitching, like I said. And I went ahead and I've already commented on your comment on my last video and showed you my email address if you need to email me your address. And I'll be happy to get this in the mail to you very soon. So congrats, Valerie, and I hope to do more giveaways soon on my channel. A little life update to start that is kind of relevant to my WIPs. I've been able to go home this last weekend with my husband to visit his family and to attend a wedding in South Carolina. And it was an amazing trip. We flew on Friday and came back on Monday and had a busy weekend, but we don't get to see our family super often since we live in Maryland for school right now. And being home was awesome and got to eat good food and see family and see a lovely couple get married. And because of that, I have not done much stitching over the course of that period I was gone. But I did do some before, and I have done some after, and so I'm excited to share that with you now. The first thing I worked on was a new start. It is a stitch along from Lakeside Needlecraft and Doreen Jones called the Christmas Tweeting Sow. Here is a cover photo. The first part released on October 5th, I believe. You can see there's only one part here that's not all blurred out, and that is the top and the first part that was released. It came out, I think I got it on like a Friday evening, probably due to time differences, and my husband and I were at a football game, and I was like furiously reading my email because I was so excited to have gotten it a little earlier than I expected, and he was like, "What are you doing?" But here's my start. I love this so much more than I thought I would. I knew I would love it, but I wasn't 100% sold on the colors. I think just kind of the small image wasn't super clear what the colors would be. I don't know, but I am obsessed with it. Here is it a little more zoomed in. It's just the top of the wreath. It's a sweet bird and some holly. I love these teal leaves. Love them. The background lightest green color is done in half stitches, which is how my other wreath I stitched from Doreen Jones was completed. And so the combination of the half stitches and the full stitches and the elements creates a really cool dimension. There are a lot more colors in this piece than I expected. Like here in the red bits, there's 3 shades of red. In the green, there's 3 shades. In the yellow, there's 3 shades. And so on. And so there was a lot of color changes, but I think the end result is totally worth it. And the back stitching is magical. I posted a before and after picture on my Instagram of what this looked like before and after backstitch, and it's magic. That's the only way I can put it. But I'm obsessed with this. I am anxiously awaiting the 16th, which is this Saturday, when the second part will come out, and I will start it as soon as I physically can. This grime guard is from Crab Shack Stitchery. It has patriotic polar bears decorating Christmas trees, which is fabulous. And this cute needle minder is from a package I ordered from Top Knot Stitcher. This is stitched, on 28 count white even weave. The pattern asks you to do 14 count or 28 count because of the double hoop finish. You can use a 10-inch and a 5-inch hoop only if you do the called for 14 or 28 count. So I did. And then right after that, the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery Maple Lane Club began. And I only got a little tiny bit of work done on it before I went on the trip. But when I came back, I was able to get a little more done the last few days. Let me take a minute and pull up the cover image. Here's what we have so far. Another mystery stitch along, so another blurred out image. But this just has a cute little tea and coffee stand and a little barista with the espresso machine. And the tree is a beautiful shade of like gold, and the leaves haven't started turning here quite yet. Some of them have like little tips of red, and so this got me really excited for fall colors. And so I think I did like 20 stitches on his skin before I left, and then the rest I've done since I've been back. Here is my Maple Lane so far. I'm obsessed with this trolley ticket needle minder also. So I have a headless barista, part of an espresso machine, and a counter, and one little light. But I hope to be able to fill in some of this today. Around the coffee and tea is just a blue background, and so I think I can watch some TV and stitch that and take a break from homework later. So yeah, I am really thrilled with my progress on this, even though I haven't had too much time yet. I hope to stay caught up with this one. And with this one, I have never done this many stitch-alongs at a time because I am also stitching on the Cozy Cafe Club from the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery, and I have finished this month's already, so I showed it in my last video. But these two plus that one makes 3, and that is more than I've ever done. But I think I can do it, and I just think I need to make sure I stitch each part like as soon as it comes out, and I can stay on top of it that way. So yeah, I hope I can. If I can't, no worries. It's stitching. It's not gonna be a huge thing. But yeah, these are my stitch-alongs. I hope this is my screen grab. That'd be fun. I'll have to figure out how to take my own picture for my screen grab. But yeah, I have been really enjoying receiving things in just little parts. It feels much less overwhelming, especially because these last few weeks my graduate classes have gotten busier, and it feels more manageable to have a chunk of a pattern come out each month. That's all I have to do for that month, and I'll be good. Before I flew out on Friday, I wanted to make sure I had a travel piece for the plane and while we were at my in-laws' house. I usually do stitch on the plane in airports and at their house, but this time I didn't do anything, which is unusual, but it was fine. We had lots of other fun stuff happening. But before we left, I wanted to sort that out, and so I decided to work on my Away in a Manger nativity scene from Doreen Jones. I love Doreen Jones. Let me find the cover image for you. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. This is from... Okay, I always forget the magazine. It is a December 2018 edition of, I think, World of Cross Stitching. If you want to know, message me or leave a comment, and I will let you know. I know it's December 2018. I just cannot remember what magazine for the life of me. This pattern is also available in Doreen Jones' Etsy shop, if you would like to purchase it that way. I plan on doing one of these a month, and I have so far. And I plan on finishing them as shown here. They're designed to be finger puppets, but I like the stand-up look, and I hope to get like a manger scene or just like a empty stable from a craft store or Walmart or something and put them in there, because my husband and I don't have like our own manger scene set, and so when we have a bigger place, I'd love to be able to have one of our own. And what better way than to cross stitch one? So I've already finished 3 figures. I'll show those first. Where are they? Here we are. I first did Mary and Baby Jesus. Stray thread, sorry. Super sweet. I did deepen up their skin tones, some of the skin tones, a little bit. Here's Joseph. I also changed Joseph's beard color. I think I mentioned this in my WIP parade. He looked really old next to Mary with a white beard. And that may be accurate to the Bible. I don't know their exact ages. Or I don't know if we know their exact ages, but I didn't love the white next to like a very young looking Mary. And then I did the angel. And her backstitching with these curly cues is a little more complicated, but I love the way it looks. I used to think I hated backstitching, but maybe I don't. Maybe I just like thought I did. I don't know. I started on one of the wise men. It's not shown in the cover photo, I guess for size, but the pattern does provide different wise men's skin tone and beard and robe and gift color combinations, so you don't have to stitch the same one. I started on the one that is shown there in the model, and all I really have is his crown. I wanted to get the top in, because then I could just fill in his face and the bottom pretty easy on the plane or something. Didn't do any of it, but I started it. And I hope to have this done by the end of the month to meet that goal. Usually I will probably pick one of the last weekends to work on it. I can get a lot of progress in a weekend, and that kind of helps get it done faster. But yeah. So no travel stitching, but it was there. And that is it for works in progress. I hope to keep working on Cozy Cafe, or Maple Lane. Hope to keep working on Maple Lane. Eagerly awaiting Saturday for the next part of Christmas tweetings, and just keep going with my stitch along plans. I also wanted to say, I should have said at the beginning, I officially paid my invoice for StitchCon Weekend A in June 2020. I am so excited to go, and I remember when I first heard about StitchCon, I think I just assumed I could never do that. Like, that would never be something I could do. It was, like, too big and too scary. I don't know. But I'm really excited, and, yeah, I'll be going Weekend A. So if you are going to be there that weekend, let me know in the comments. Send me a message on Instagram. I joined the StitchCon Facebook page, so you can connect with me there also. So, yeah, I'm really excited, and I haven't booked a hotel or a flight or anything, but that will come. And now let's move into haul and shopping and stitchy kindness. Let's start out, with the bag I'm holding all of my shopping in. This is a bag produced by the Black Needle Society and featuring art from Erin of Autumn Lane Stitchery. I have never had a Black Needle Society subscription box. And so I saw this on Flosstube or someone's unboxing on maybe Instagram and was obsessed. And so I've been stalking the Black Needle Society vault. They release the individual items from their boxes sometimes in the vault. And so you can buy just that one item if they have extras of it. And then I saw them post on their stories when they were going to upload these items into the vault, and so I went on exactly at the right time, bought it, was good, made sure I had it. And it is as amazing as I thought it would be. Like I've mentioned in some other videos, I really hope to get a floor stand and scroll rods in our next place once we graduate in May and move into not a frat house. And so yes, just seeing her stitching like that, that's exactly how I want to stitch someday. And the fall theme was perfect with the books and the mug. Also, I'm not sure if anyone watching is a fan or familiar with Avatar: The Last Airbender and The Legend of Korra. They are technically children's shows. They are on Netflix, and I would highly recommend them. They are not just stupid kid stuff. They are very well done. The characters are awesome. some deep themes. I won't go on a soapbox. But my husband got me into those shows, and the, like, spirity characters on here kind of reminded me of the ones from The Legend of Korra. Does anyone else think that? Anyone else? Is that going through your mind? I don't know. But if it is, these kind of reminded me of the spirits from The Legend of Korra and how they're, like, kind of a different dimension. Anyway, done rambling about the bag. Very excited. So I've been watching a lot of Stitchin' Mommy, Sarah, her channel, and before that, I was never super aware of kind of the fancy lady realm of cross stitch. Like, I knew about Mirabilias, and I knew about them, but it wasn't, like, on my personal to-do list. And then I realized it was. She has done some amazing ones and inspired me to browse eBay, Etsy, all the sites for some amazing fancy ladies. I decided to go for this for a few purchases I made with a lavender and lace Celtic Christmas. I don't think this pattern is out of print. I got it on eBay for $8 or $9, brand new in the bag. I love it. I think she's beautiful. I love Christmas. I love her dress. I love that it's going to be sparkly with beads and whatnot. And yeah, again, I think I'll wait till I have like a scroll frame and can, magnet the pattern onto the scroll frame and work that way with some of these bigger patterns that I'll really need to rely on looking at the pattern a lot for. But yeah, so no plans to immediately start it, but very excited to have it. And I think I'll probably do it on a little bit of a lighter fabric, something maybe more gray, like a natural. I'm not sure what it's called for. Dusty green. So yeah, I think I'll do something a little bit lighter, more gray toned, personally, but anything would be beautiful. And then also from when I was browsing lavender and lace, and Sarah from Stitchin' Mommy has this as a WIP. This is Enchanted Alphabet. Seeing her actually work on it, I guess some of the charts showing, seeing her actually working on it, and the colors, how they came together was just amazing. These little tiny pictures don't always, like, communicate that, like the level of dimension and the color changes and everything. So, yeah, she really made me want to grab it. This one is out of print, I think, pretty sure. So I joined an out-of-print cross-stitch chart Facebook group where you can, like, make a post about your unicorn or out-of-print chart you'd like to find, and people can offer to sell it to you or loan it to you or give it to you, which is awesome. And a very kind lady from, I don't want to get it wrong, somewhere in Europe, offered to send this to me as a gift, and I was very touched and very grateful, and it came super fast for an overseas shipping situation. I believe Kirsten from 23 Flavors of Stitching, I apologize if I just butchered your name. I think it's Kirsten. She has talked about some patterns that she would like to stitch for when she has children. She doesn't have them yet, but she doesn't know, like, when she'll get around to stitching them, like, once that process of having kids starts. So that really resonated with me because not having a baby in the frat house, hopefully. But I do want to kind of think ahead because I think this would be an amazing nursery piece. I want to do it on like a bright light blue that will allow the white to still pop, but I want it to feel very bright and magical and enchanted. So that's my plan. I'll probably look for an even weave. It's really long. I don't know what kind of cut of fabric I'm going to have to get for this, but we'll figure it out. So yeah, if you have any light, bright blue fabric recommendations, let me know. While we were in South Carolina, we were staying really near Stitch and Frame, the little local needlework shop in Rock Hill, South Carolina, and I got a piece of just neutral Aida that I needed for a project. I don't have it, but it's neutral Aida. And my husband, who also stitches, not as obsessively maybe as I do, but he does, and he got this pattern. It is called Ironwork Gate by CW Designs. He got it because of the model. So there was a model of this in the shop, and this is a computer rendering that absolutely does nothing for the pattern, I think, which is understandable. I mean, it's a computer. But seeing it stitched, the colors were much richer and more saturated, and there was a lot of dimension. The black work of the gate really popped off of the fabric, and I think it's supposed to be, I couldn't find on the pattern if it was modeled after a specific home. That's the companion piece of like the larger scene. It looks like it might be Savannah, Georgia, or even Charleston. I know this ironwork is historically very typical of Charleston and I think Savannah, and so yeah, I have been urging him to start this because I want it up in our next house so bad. Seeing it in person was just amazing, and I highly recommend going to shops and looking at models, because as we walked out, I asked him, because I was kind of surprised he found it, and then he showed me the model, and I wasn't surprised because it was amazing. But I asked him, I said, would you, if they hadn't had the model hanging on the wall, would you have even looked over at that pattern? And he said he didn't think so. It was really just the model. So that's the power of model stitching. Next, from Stash Unload on Facebook, I got Give Thanks Floral by Diane Arthurs of Imaginating. I really love the colors and these floral sprigs down here, and just the sentiment of in everything give thanks really resonated with me, and I think I will aim to have this done by next Thanksgiving. It's called for on an oatmeal Aida, which is super accessible, and yeah, I don't think it is too giant. I don't see the dimensions here or on the back, but yeah, I think a next Thanksgiving finish goal for that one. And then these shopping in this haul is from the last like month or so, before even I started my channel. I just kind of compiled some stuff that I'd recently got to show you, so it's not from a certain time frame, it's just like semi-recently. I got some floss from Victorian Motto for a specific pattern that I also saw on Stitchin' Mommy's channel. It's called His Name is Jesus by Joyful Expressions, and it is a free chart. If you sign up for their newsletter, they will send you the link to the chart. They show the model in 2 colors, a blue colorway, it calls for 3 colors, there are 2 different colorways, and a red colorway. I think I'm going to do my own interpretation of this blue colorway. I don't have fabric yet. I think I'm going to order some China Pearl colored Jobelin for it. But I have been wanting to try Victorian Motto, and so I was kind of perusing their Etsy shop, and they have some like ready to ship bundles of like different colors. Sorry if this is making a crinkly sound. This bundle is called Old Blues, and it has 5 colors. The pattern calls for 3 different colors, so I'm going to have to narrow it down. But they are amazing. Here is a flash of them. This one is Aqua. We have Calico Blue. This one does have some cool variegation in it. This one's called Flag. These are looking pretty similar to the way they look in real life. I'm right in front of a window, so it's a little bright, but this is Cobalt, and this one has like a brighter blue to a navy variegation in it, which looks fantastic. And I think I'll use that color for the center motif, the big His Name is Jesus. The last one is Colonial Bluebonnet, which also has some cool variegation. I'm pretty confident I know I want to use both of these for the pattern. So then I need to narrow down from these 3 which other one I want to combine. So if you have any suggestions, let me know. I think I might do the Aqua to be a little brighter, but so like this combo. But we'll see. Oh, drop the bag. So yeah, that pattern is definitely totally free, and I am gonna get fabric, and I might start that around Christmas, which seems fitting. But we'll see how that goes. I think there's a few more things in this bag to show. This is a piece of fabric from Fabric Flare in Snowfall, Opal Snowfall. I got this one immediately after Fuzzy Fox Designs released her new Joy to the World pattern. Here it is. This is the called for fabric she used, and what really drew me to this pattern was the artistic lettering and the combination of colors on the like light aqua mint green kind of fabric. And this is the only piece of it I could find on Etsy, so I just grabbed it immediately. I don't have any plans to start this one super soon, but because I could only find this one, I wanted to get it. This is thinking way ahead, but I think this might be a good piece to take to StitchCon. Hopefully I'll have get a few words done and then take it to StitchCon, because it is on a 14 count Aida, so it's fairly easy to see. It's called for 16 count, but I can only find 14 count, which is totally fine. And there's only 7 colors, and the lettering has, some of the letters are more complicated than others, but for the most part, I think I could follow the pattern pretty easy while chatting and minimize the risk of frogging, which I hate, so that is important. And then the last thing for things I have purchased semi-recently is a piece of fabric from Lily Craft Supplies on Etsy. There is their name. If you watch my kit parade, I talked about my Merry and Bright pattern from Ship's Manor and my fabric debacle. I ordered one piece that I thought was never coming, and so I ordered a second piece, and the first one showed up, but I don't think I want to use either of them because I don't think I can handle the 32 count linen on nearly black. I just don't think I can do it. The weave is really tight on both of them, and hold on. Yeah, the weave is really tight, and I just don't think I can do it. And so I found this navy Aida. It is sparkly, and I want it to be sparkly because the model is on Ship's Manor. It's the perfect tone of blue that I wanted. It's the perfect sparkle. It's like iridescent green to orange to sparkle. It's a super soft Aida. I mean, this is nothing, but it's very soft and bendable. I don't know if this is her own brand or their own brand. It did ship, I think, from Turkey. It didn't list like Zweigart or Witchshield or anything, or Charles Craft on. It just had Aida, and so I don't know what brand it is, but I really like the feel of it. It's 16 count. It's going to be, 1,000 million times easier to see. It is exactly what I wanted. Perfect. And then that's everything I purchased myself. The next portion of this stash acquisitions is sponsored by Katie of Katie Stitching. She and I have messaged and been friends, and I think you're amazing, Katie. You're the best. I had asked her if she wanted a Prairie Schooler pattern that I was finished with, and I don't know if I was supposed to send that to you, Katie. Do you want that? Because I can send it to you. And then she messaged me back and said, I have some kits from the World of Cross Stitching magazine. Do you want any of those? And I said, I looked through and there was one I would like. And so I was expecting to get like one from her. And so I went outside one day. In our frat house, we have like a long table in the entryway. And if mail comes and whoever sees it, us or the frat guys or whoever, put the mail on the table, and I saw this big blue package, and it was from Katie, and I was like, this is not just like one little kit. And then I picked it up, and good thing there was no one around, because it was so much heavier than I was expecting. Like, when you go to pick up something light, and it was not light. Let me turn and get this. Katie sent me the most amazing package of the most magazines possible, I think, and I love it. Let me try to get it. This is what was in the package. It is a huge stack of magazines. World of Cross Stitching, Cross Stitcher, something else, and some of their coordinating little kits that I have tucked into the appropriate magazine. I am blown away still, Katie, by this amazing gift. I have a thank you package being constructed to be sent to you. I am adding things to it daily. I am so grateful that you sent this to me. along with the magazines, it also had a Peter Rabbit Beatrix Potter calendar. I think this would be a perfect nursery piece, this little one right here. But yeah, I went through and marked some that with sticky notes that I liked. I set some aside for my friend Erin. Erin, if you're watching this, get excited. I probably will let my husband go through some, use some for giveaways. But yeah, I thought I would show you a couple of the ones that I put a sticky note in. This is Cross Stitcher 2019 November. And it has these like plastic canvas ornament tutorials. And I loved the mistletoe one. That'd be super fun to hang up in a doorway someday. Let's see. I saved some alphabets. I don't know if I can show the cover photo for those, if there was one. This one was like a Christmas alphabet. Yeah, some fun kits, different designers. This one is, I think, designed to be a needle case, but I think it'd be cute done on like plastic canvas and like stand it up on its own. I love the colors. Getting that to stand up on its own might be more engineering than I can accomplish, but we will try. Let's see, one more. This one, I realized I have a lot of, at least little smalls for a lot of the holidays, like Valentine's Day and Easter cross stitches done, but I don't have anything for New Year's. I have tons of Christmas, obviously. But this is a cute little Happy New Year mouse from the Furry Tale series by Lucy Heaton. And it looks small and quick, and I hopefully will get that done for New Year's this year. And that came with a cute Home Sweet Home kit I might do in memory of moving from here or living here, not sure. So yeah, Katie, wow. Just wow. Amazing. I could weightlift with this, and I won't, but I could. And yeah, I hope you see this, Katie, because wow. So I would need to find somewhere to put all of these, but for now they are in a precarious mountain over here. Let's see, I think that is it for me today. Well, I could talk a little bit about my current reading endeavors. I've still been reading the Throne of Glass series. In my last video, I think I had finished the first one, but I've now finished the first and the second. I absolutely loved the second. The character development was awesome. I love world building and exposition and build up, and so I was really engaged the whole time. Things that I were kind of predicting, like, oh, maybe this character is going to do this, or this will be revealed, maybe. Everything was wrong. That's fine. I love being wrong. So unexpected. Maybe other people figure it out quicker than me, but I was into it. So the second one is called Crown of Midnight, and I'm currently on Heir of Fire, which is the third one. I'm reading them all on my Libby app, which is a free ebook, audiobook, and magazine app. I have some cross-stitching magazines on there through my public library, so if you don't know if your library offers this, I would ask, because I get a lot of good patterns and books through here. But I did a lot of reading on the plane, and so I finished the second one really quickly, and then I was trying to read on the way back, but I guess I thought I had downloaded the book into Libby to use offline, and then it hadn't finished, I guess. And so I got like 4 pages in on my return flight, and it was gone. Like, the book wasn't there. It was like hadn't downloaded. And so I had to read another one that I had downloaded, which was Song of Achilles, which was really good. I think I'm only like 15% done or something, or even less than that. But I enjoy kind of the stories, the backstory of the main character, the mythology elements that are worked in. I have really enjoyed that so far. And so, yeah, I'm really early into that book, so I can't say too much. I think it is classified as young adult, I think. But, yeah, really enjoying that. I'll keep you updated on those. And that is kind of all of my current reading life so far. If you're reading anything interesting that you'd like to share a recommendation for, please let me know in the comments. Other people can chime in too. And yeah, I think that's all I have for you today. Hopefully there are not massive technical difficulties with this one. I will tag everyone I mentioned on Instagram, and my giveaway winner, Valerie, I commented on your comment, and I hope to hear from you soon. I can send you the Autumn Doodles chart, and I hope to be back next weekend, and I hope then to share some of my previous finishes that are lovingly stored in a bag. But yes, thank you so much for taking the time with your stitchy time to spend it with me, and I hope to see you soon and connect with you on Instagram and in the comments below. Thank you.